Well guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another video here in my home in Cornwall in the UK. I'm out on my local coastal patch, tried another location but we got a cheeky easterly wind blowing real strong, about 40-45 miles an hour, so decided to come to another location near me. And I just parked up here watching a nice lot of gannets out at sea at the moment. It's really windy and choppy around the corner, and this is quite a nice sort of fairly sheltered location. So just going to sit, watch these gannets for a bit, see if I can record some slow-mo video of the gannets going about their business. And just in case some of you do ask and do notice that I've got a new lens here, which is the Canon EF 100-400 LIS Mark II. I chopped this lens back in when I traded all my gear in for the mirrorless system, but I recently just bought this lens back brand new because I love it. It's a great lens. It'll be paired well with my DX cameras, but it's really lightweight, great lens. Got it on the R3 here with the control ring mount adapter, so just going to do a little bit of slow-mo footage of these gannets, head on around the corner and hope to catch up with some kestrels and maybe some peregrines if we're lucky. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic to watch these gannets do their thing, and this is the first time I've used it. This 100-400 with the Canon R3, and tracking is amazing. So it really is locking onto the birds at distance. So really good, real pleased. Haven't got a lens coat on at the moment, so got to be a little bit careful I don't scad it up. But yeah, fantastic just watching these guys do their thing. So guys, I was just going to say, when transiting along the cliffs, rocky outcrops, keep an eye out for birds of prey, and just charmed with, would you believe, a Merlin. And I don't actually think I've ever seen a Merlin on this stretch before. So I'm absolutely over the moon. And unlike Canada, the birds here are a little bit more twitchy. It means they'll take flight quite quickly. So I got in fairly close, got a few shaky shots and did a bit of video, but to be fair, it's probably not the best. It looks like it's got quite a full crop, so I think it must be digesting after a kill and resting up. I've left it be now. I don't want to creep in on it, there's nowhere really to hide and end up flushing it, so I've left it. But oh, amazing. Hard to work out if it's a male or female juvenile, but literally I've no further than sort of 15 minutes into my walk from the car, boom, straight into a Merlin. Happy days, happy days. Still really windy along here, but I'm going to head round to the corner where it's going to be a little bit more sheltered, and hopefully I tuck myself away and get the big lens up in the back, find a nice sunny outcrop. Hopefully we'll get the peregrines coming in, maybe that Merlin might come round, but I very much doubt it. The peregrines here are extremely territorial, and if there's a Merlin in on its patch, they'll likely chase it off. So, but we'll see. It's a great start though. A few gannets, Merlin, a few rock pipits. Yeah, so good start to the day. Right, on we go. So guys, it was fantastic to see that Merlin there hunting. Absolutely awesome. Come on a couple miles. I'm just about to approach the peregrine spot, and I'm really hoping maybe to see the peregrines along this stretch of coastline. I'd ordinarily like to get here really early, but I had to move spots from the windy one. But this is probably one of my favourite views ever. For me, back home, so love being here. It's just amazing. It's so quiet, so beautiful. Oh, it's just great to be back. And so next year I'll be returning home for good. So that's pretty cool. And I'm just enjoying my time out now before I head back to Canada at the weekend. But there's lots of gannets out to sea. This is a lot quieter in here. I think there's some sort of vole in there. It sounds like squeaking away. Or a rabbit being attacked, maybe by a stoat. This place here is stoat central. Loads and loads of them around here because there's tons of rabbits. So there's a high chance that that could be a rabbit being nobbled by a stoat. I don't really know, but I don't know if you could pick up that squealy sound on the audio. But really here now, so check out this wonderful view. So I'm just dumping the gear here. I'm just going to check around this little corner here of this outcrop. It's a perfect spot for where the peregrines like to rest up in the morning. So going to have a little sneaky peek around the corner, get rid of my bag, go down a bit low, see if we can see any peregrines. Chances, I don't know, but it would be great to see them. They're very, very, very twitchy here and they don't allow you to get close at all. So we'll have a little sneak down and have a look. So guys, I've finally got an area out of the wind and I've just parked myself up against the cliff here on one of my favourite little ledges and just looking across the bay here, just where Merlin Island is. And there's lots and lots of nice outcrops of rocks here. All I need to do now is just sit here for 10 minutes, half hour, whatever it takes, just to scout the location, see what's going on, and hopefully we'll get some birds of prey moving through. There are peregrines here, there are kestrel here, we've seen that Merlin around the corner. So maybe that might be round. It's nice and sheltered here, be the ideal spot. The sun's coming up, illuminating the rocks, and they like a nice rocky outcrop, especially as the sun comes up. It's a chilly night. They'll warm up lovely in the sun, out of the wind, and not getting hammered by the wind because it's quite strong. I'm going to set up the bigger lens now, just in case we get any birds landing on the rocks at sort of distance, so we can pick out some detail there with that extra reach. Using the R7 on the 200 to 400 with the telly as well, and I've got the 100 to 400 EF there as well. May switch those over, see how we get on. But yeah, it's fantastic to be here. It really is. It's just beautiful to soak it all in, really, irrelevant of anything major going on here. Also a good viewpoint here for stoats. See those actively hunting as well. And they've got a lot of nice gannets out in the bay here, as you can see there. They're just beautiful display because it's very windy out there and they have a lovely time. Acrobatics in the air, absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we'll get a few gannets coming real close, which would be really good. And I'm really hoping to see that resident kestrel. I think last time I was here, I didn't get to see it. So that would be a nice touch today. And if we can get to see the peregrines, 3 raptors would be great, and even maybe the local buzzard. But for now, going to get set up, have a brew, and see what the day unfolds. So guys, all set up, good to go. Just realised that I didn't bring my other control ring adapter, so I've had to switch across and stick the 100-400 away and put the R3 on the 2-4, just to give me that video capability in slow-mo. And I'm getting quite a good reach here, but if I need to push in a bit more, I can stick the R7 on with that additional crop factor. Case of sitting back now, just take it all in, enjoy, and hopefully we'll get lucky with some birds. You never know. It's a shame really, because it'd have been nice to have that second camera available then to switch around. I could have sworn I thought I put it in, but obviously I didn't. That's tucked away back at home in Canada, so not so good. But we'll sit here, bide our time, maybe for half hour, and it's only 8:30, so it's quite early still. That sun's still pushing up, and then we'll, if it's quiet here, we'll just head on round the cliffs and round the corner to see if there's any birds hanging out round there. But fingers crossed. So we've just got a kestrel hunting along the cliffs here. It's been lovely seeing it hovering in the wind. Call them wind hoverers, and they generally only really hunt when there's wind, so they're flying into wind. They do where there's like literally no wind, but they kind of struggle a little bit more, but they need that, so into wind, hovering on their prey. It's nice because the wind's going this way, and I've got the kestrel looking this way. Got it on a few angles as well, so it's really, really nice to see it hunt. Loads of meadow pipits around, loads of linnets, loads of rock pipits, a couple meadow pipits on top. Bit quiet on the peregrine front at the moment, haven't seen anything as yet. Lots of gannets, blackbacks, a few formers around, oyster catchers. And on the island I can hear some Canada geese, and I've also heard golden plover. So far, really, really good. Quite a lot of bird species really for this part of very early spring. Hoping though we'll get peregrines coming round for a bit of a bombing run, if you like. There's plenty of bird species about. Just trying to look for evidence around the rocks as well, see if there's any kill areas, because usually they leave a pile of feathers. They have areas where they like to frequent to sort their kill out. Can't see too many of those, and there's a few haunts where I know they do it, and they seem to be quite clear from here. So I'm hoping they are still here. I've just messaged a few of my local mates just to see if they've heard anything. Yet to hear back, but I'm hoping they will be here, because they are always here. And they've got quite a large territory, guys, as well. The Erie, whatever you want to call it, is quite a distance from here. They have quite a long range, and I'm not going to disclose where that place is, but this is kind of like their hunting patch, so hoping they'll come in and maybe sit on the outcrop of rocks. We've got a lovely rock over there, which I know they like. I'm quite a distance away, and the lens is going to get quite a nice reach there, right tight onto the rock. So hoping we get the chance to see one of these falcons. But yeah, just bide my time. Still got a brew going. Just had a little bit of light brekkie. So yeah, fantastic to be here. And hopefully we get to see those peregrines. So guys, I found the peregrine. I've just come round the coastal path a bit more, found a sheltered spot, and it's just down below me, calling away. But it's right on the ledge below. Got some footage with the camera, left it where it is. I'm going to move around to the other side, hoping to come down behind a rock, get low, and maybe get in sort of eye to eye view to the peregrine from the other side. Now, it's not easy. I don't know where the other bird is, so just got to go be a little bit careful, mindful that it's not actually breeding yet, but and it's nowhere near the nest site, but I still don't want to disturb the birds, so I'm just going to head back up the top, see if I can go round, get a shot from level view if I can, because at the moment I'm shooting like that and it's no real good really. It'd be nice to go round and see them, maybe just chill out, stay where I am, and hopefully we'll get some unique views. I think it might be begging for a bit of food, not totally sure, but going to head on up. Fantastic though, fantastic. So that's 3 birds of prey so far. No buzzard as yet, but I'm sure we'll tick that one on the way back. But right, heading back up. So I managed to get down on the cliff to eye level to the peregrine, probably one of the closest I've been. Just went down the other side of a cliff, along some grass, crawled to the front. Couldn't vlog it because it was just too difficult, and the peregrine, as soon as it sees me, it'd be gone. And I must have spent half an hour there. It's just sitting on the rock calling. I've seen the other adult bird out at sea and then around the island hunting. And now it's moved off to another location, and I'm hoping maybe that the male will come back with some food. And she's just perched on a rock just below me now. I'm just recording, sitting quite pretty, maybe knows I'm here, but I'm quite a distance, hoping maybe we get lucky with a bit of a food coming in for the female. We'll see, but yeah, I'm just going to sit here, sit tight, be patient, and just enjoy. But fantastic, really good to get that close, really good, just to see. I mean, it's amazing. So it's always very tempting, guys, to get closer and closer. But in this instance, with the bird where it is, it knows where I am. It's watching me. If I move around there, it's likely then to move off, and then I flush it down further down the coast. And that's not what I want to do at all. It's just watch it from a distance. And if I'm able to get closer and I'm masked by a landmark, rock, grass, I can crawl in and I can get in a position where it can't see me, then all the better really. But just remembering that if you can, always leave the subject as you found it. So get a few shots, move away, and let them get on with their daily business. And that's the key really, is don't disturb them. Get your images. And sometimes, yes, inadvertently you do disturb them by mistake, and that happens, but just try to limit that, make it a target where you go out and you do the best you can for the welfare of the subject to make sure that you don't disturb them and leave them as you found them. It's just, for me, it's the best thing about it, is giving them that space, watching them and leaving them undisturbed is the best way. So guys, here we have the peregrine waiting for some food. Quite a distance away, just zoomed in on the back, but looking pretty cool there. Just waiting for that food to be brought back. It's just awesome to see these peregrines. Absolutely amazing. Now I'm in a really good position here. I'm shooting high. So when I say really good position, I don't mean amazing for imagery, but I'm far enough away that I'm not disturbing the bird, because if I were to go down and get closer now, it would just fly off and it'd be pointless. So you've just got to appreciate, some days you can get lucky close shots, and other days you just enjoy the distant shots and see some behaviour, a bit of interaction. I've just put the peregrine out to the left-hand side of the screen here, and hoping that male's going to come in, a bit of slow-mo as it brings some food in. There's quite a lot of vibration on the camera because of the wind, just getting caught with a bit of wind whispering around these rocks here. But I'm hoping maybe we get a bit of behaviour as that food comes in. We just have to wait and see, but it's just fantastic. And I had that opportunity before where I got the eye level shots where I was actually quite close and left it undisturbed. In fact, I left the camera on record and I went back up the cliff and just left it. And that's when it then moved off naturally round the corner and now set up here. But yeah, absolutely awesome. Yeah, chuffed a bit. Woo, seriously high. Well guys, it's been a great morning, really has. I've had the 4 birds of prey now. I've had the peregrine, Merlin, buzzard, kestrel. Loads of other small bird species, stone chats, rock pipits, meadow pipits, wrens, robins. Yeah, you name it. It's been really, really good. But I've got about an hour to trek back across the cliffs, so I'm hoping to catch up with that Merlin on the way back. But yeah, what a view, man. Absolutely lush. Whew. Yeah, it's brilliant. I saw the peregrine on a kill, just finishing up on the kill at the end. Male was nearby. Lovely to see. Quite twitchy, so I kept my distance and I filmed it quite far away, but lovely to see. They both went off hunting again round the corner or laying up somewhere out the wind as it's flipped round now southerly. So yeah, just going to go along the cliff edge, have a look, see if we can catch up with any more birds of prey, maybe a few other smaller bird species, but maybe an early wheatear, who knows. But yeah, incredible. What a lovely time to be out. Early morning, lovely. But yeah, right, on we go. Well guys, that concludes the video for today. It's been fantastic. Loved it being back out in my local patch with the local birds. As I said, peregrines, buzzards, kestrel, Merlin. You know, no amazing images. Maybe a couple of the peregrine were all right. A few static shots, got a few airborne shots as well of the Merlin and of the peregrine. But all in all, it's just been fantastic to get out for about 6 hours on my local patch. And next year, I'll be back full time, running my workshops again, locally, and just enjoying all the wildlife that I've missed. It's a year and a bit away, but that time will go pretty quick. But I thoroughly enjoyed today, really have, and I hope you did too, guys. And got another video maybe coming whilst in the UK, which will also be out when I get back to Canada, when I get around to editing. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I harp on about it all the time. Why would you want to sit in a hide, a paid hide for birds of prey, when you can see those guys out there in their natural habitat, doing what they do, hunting naturally, feeding naturally, beautiful scenery, plenty of exercise, the list goes on. But anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you all next time.